Hello, everyone. This is KJ. Welcome back to Subsistence Season 3. We are within moments. Moments. Just like maybe we'll have one or two more fun moments. We're within moments of the end of this save. This is episode 360. And it's weird because, so we've lost 3.5 days. 3 episodes, the audio was unrecoverable, and I think I finally deleted them like 3 weeks ago. It was from very early in this series. I think it was episode like 8, 9, and 10, possibly. And we lost a half a day because a dummy didn't hit the record button, or it didn't connect or something like that. I have no idea what happened. But we did do that episode. But now, if you look, you can see that we're actually on day 361. So we have, according to this, 4 days until the end of the year. And then it'll be day 366, which will be June 1st. And so I think we'll just go ahead and do these 5 more episodes, whatever it is, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's actually 6 episodes, but we'll see what happens. I need to cook a lot of food. Can I eat that? Gosh darn it! I had too many meat bites, and that was like way too many tomatoes. Oh my gosh! I can eat a steak though. There we go. All right, I have accidentally made 4 lockpicks. I thought that I was making 3, and I thought the third one didn't happen. Oh, I didn't turn the light off, did I? I thought the third one didn't happen, so I made another one. So I've got 4 lockpicks. 2 of them are on me. Also, I moved this goofball light, and we can put, I think it's 4 storage boxes. I think 4 fit there. What are we up to? 33, and it takes 5. So I've got enough wood to do that. I've got a pickaxe coming. If I get the tomatoes to the rabbit before it goes off, oh, they won't all fit in there anyway. Alright, it's gonna go. It's about to go. It's gonna go. We need to do hunting. We're going hunting today. I should have said that like right away. I'm sorry. But thank you for coming to watch the first 3 minutes. Oh, I thought I saw something yellow. I was like, wait a minute, I just ate. Alright, clothes are fine. Weapons are fine. 43 shotgun shells. That's because I picked them up. Alright. Let's go hunting. Let's see what we can do. How many arrows do I have? Not enough. But we'll do some of that with shotgun shells since we don't really need them. I don't know how many 44 rounds I made, but we have 12 hand grenades and several Molotovs for the big battle. I thought about turning on random attacks for the last 5 days, but that'll just be a non-stop battle. One of them comes each day, and I think you can have random attacks without having revenge attacks on. I don't know. What do you think? 1 year. I haven't spent the entire year working on that. That base is 8 times bigger than the next base we're going to build. At least. I mean, the first main floor that I put in on this base is twice as big, I think. So now this save becomes the save where I am going to try to fill 1 box of everything. And that's going to take... It's taken Newbie years, and he still hasn't finished it completely. Although, pretty close. But Newbie's died about 10,000 times. So every time you die, you lose a third of your stuff that you're carrying. Is that a dog? No. There's a bear back there, though, we're going to go and grab. There it is. Boy, that was close. I almost killed that box. It was almost killed dead. There's a dog. I could also do that with my handgun. It's level 3. So I've started early on this, filling a box with everything. I think the easiest thing to do is going to be logs. Hang on. I think I'm sure I'm going to... Yeah. Look at the sun. No, that didn't make me sneeze. I felt a sneeze. Didn't happen. We'll do regular little updates on the box filling adventures. And of course, any major update that happens in the next probably 6 months. I don't know how long. I'm gonna go back and look and see. Is that level 1? How long it takes to get to the point where a save is advanced enough to sort of show new advanced stuff. Like the day that cable cars came out, I don't think I could have done that on season 2. What did I did it. I'm pretty sure I did it on season 1. I did the cable car from the waterfall lake on or the waterfall pond on West Lake up to the A-frame base that I built on that save. And the vision, sometimes you have a vision for a base and it doesn't work out. And sometimes you have a vision and it just comes together. And the vision that came together better than any base at all, and you'll see that on this week's Happy Hunter episode on Armored Annie's channel. That base came together better than I think either one of us expected, especially following the failure of the boat base on Westlake. We did a 85 to 90% good job on the castle. I think the castle could use more work. But we're just about done with Happy Hunter, and then we're gonna start a new save because the map is full of bases. I mean, there's signals everywhere, and I'm not completely happy. I'm not even remotely happy with the situation for Beach Bum, because I handed her one of my bases, took down the BCU, gave her a BCU, she put it up, and she still couldn't modify the base. She basically had to build a base in front of and on top of the base that I had built. And my intention was to hand her a base that was, built up enough. Oh, good Lord. Built up enough that everything could be done with it. Thanks for the arrow. That is a hunter. A hunter with, it was an alpha hunter. A hunter with, gears. At any rate. And then the other problem with that save is ammunition. It didn't have good RNG for that. That's a double barrel bear. Did you hear a second bear? In my headphones, it sounded like a second bear. That was a nice bit of fat. So that's the reason why we're starting a new save. Is it wasn't a great save to begin with, and I had never. It was just I wonder what it's like to do a save on multiplayer. Like, I'd never started a multiplayer save before. And then when Annie's save slots were full, and we wanted to do a build series, I said, you know what? I've got this save. It's got a base. It's got some equipment. You guys, some of you may know that I like to double up my equipment. Like, have 2 vests, 2 helmets, the whole thing. And so I had that available. This is long before I thought about bringing Beach in. And I just thought, this is a great place where we can go and we can do a building series. And we turned on the hunters from time to time to build up that kind of stuff. But we're never at a point where we could actually upgrade Annie's and Beach Bum's weapons. And, we just never had the mass and power and everything required to do that. The thought has crossed my mind to do 3 separate BCUs so that we have 3 separate bases with mass and power. But in order for me to help build, also a double barrel bear, in order for me to help build the base, I have to be on the BCU, Whoever is adding base parts has to be on the BCU. Nice. Oh my gosh, look at this. Moose in a tree. Poor thing. He's really struggling. I thought that might help him. Oops. So the plan is we're going to finish up Happy Hunter in the next couple of weeks. And then we will start a brand new save. And so we'll have some new save episodes. So that'll be good. Starting a new multiplayer is definitely a very different thing from starting a new solo series. Very, very different. And you are equipped differently, and some of the timing is different. And with Subsistence, if you don't know this, when you have a multiplayer save, it doesn't increase the loot on the map. You just have to share what's there. And it's not like a server. With a server, everybody is out looting their own zones. building their own bases, and the limit is set by, whatever you pay for on that server. I was checking the shotgun for that one. You're just gonna hang out? Boop. Yeah, you're just okay, fine. So yeah, on a server, you're not sharing everything, except like locked crates. So, if one person were to get this locked crate right here, that same day, nobody else would be able to get that particular locked crate. And that's the same as co-op. And the fact that you don't have a weapon, or I think, do you have a canteen? I think you do have a canteen, but it doesn't last very long. Like almost as the first time you log out, it's gonna be gone. It doesn't always happen on solo play. Like, you can keep your canteens on you in a solo game and you won't lose any of them. In co-op, you start without, like I said, you start without a handgun. Which is easy enough to make, but it's one more thing that you have to make. Sorry about that, I felt a cough coming on. So in solo, you need to make a bow and a fishing pole minimum right away. And absolutely minimum. And what I like to do is make sure that I also have a shotgun. If not by the end of the first day, definitely by the end of the second day. It really is dependent on how hard it is to get the hunting bow done. Like how much scrap you find. Because you need, I think it's 3 cloth. 4 cloth. You need 4 cloth for a shotgun. Oh, my inventory is full. I can eat some of that. I'm hungry. I better wash my hands. So that's the basic. You need a foundation and a fire, the wood to burn a fire, a bow, a fishing pole, and a shotgun. ASAP. In multiplayer, you gotta start by making a handgun, unless you're like Queen Bee says she never uses the 9mm, which I personally can't even imagine. There's been so many times when a handgun has saved me. So many times I can't, it's at the very least a weekly thing. And I started a new save the other day, and nice, we're almost at full power, and it's still on. So we will do that. I started a new save the other day, and I needed the handgun before I got 10 feet from where I started. It saved me that soon. It was a wolf. And I didn't have a lot of stamina, as you don't. You start out on 50% in normal mode. And I just took one step too close to a wolf and he came after me. And it took the entire handgun to take him down. And then I only had 2 bullets, so it was a rough start, but I got through it, and I got to like day 4 or 5, before I had to quit doing that and do real work. I made those lock picks, and this is the only lock crate I've even remotely looked for. I'm really happy that fridge is still on. I can't believe it's managed to keep going. It's been at least, oh yeah, it's been more than 24 hours. I didn't actually have to leave any food in there to test it. It was either going to be on or off. But since I don't care about that fish, I took it off of a rogue or a hunter. What, poor vision? Yeah, it's a chicken. I thought it was a rabbit. How much fat do I have? 33. Nice. And 13 arrows. I've fired 10 arrows. Alright, let's go back to the arch. Via Happy. I'll make the big swing around. I rarely ever find the lock crate on Happy. Very, very rarely. It's next to Happy. And then this morning when we were working on... Was that this morning? Oh God, I hope today is Monday. This morning when we were working on Happy Hunter Hill, I remembered that, it was in my inventory. Beach Bum gave me a lockpick at the end of the prior week. And so I said, at one point I got to a point where I had the time. So I said, I'm going to go look for a lock crate. And I stepped out the back door of Happy Hunter Hill and went down the back, and it was right there. It was at the base of the hill, which is crazy. I never find it, and there it was. Oh, there you are. That was probably my good luck for the week. I keep forgetting that it can be all the way in front of Happy now. It's not really restricted to that side over there. It can be clear over here now. And keep forgetting to look here. There's a couple of construction crates over there, but... Oh, there's a bag right there. Wow. Hope we find something like that on the new save. A box just full of scrap. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I found it right. It was right here. Not tonight. Oh my gosh. It was there this morning. Gotta look behind all the bushes. Under the bushes. Around the bushes. That was a huge patch. That was a huge patch of medicinal. No. Oh, I did miss a box over there. Oh well. We'll go looking for lock crates tomorrow. I got 4 lock picks. That should occupy our time quite well. There's a point at which, if you've got a mostly clear inventory when you start lock crate hunting, that you can hold, 6 or 7 lock crates. There goes another airplane. Because eventually you've got everything. Oh, that is a rabbit. Nice. Maybe it's the distance. There's even a carrot in there for you to tide you over. Well, we got a ton of fat. It's going to take a while to burn. I need some of it for lard. I better do that first before I forget. Oops. Oh my gosh. Oh dear God, there's so many animals. There's one coming up behind and one in front of me. Yeah. He's gonna beat up my house. Alright, let's make lard first, because I think that's what I am out of. Yes, I am out of lard. Let's see. It's in a weird place. There it is. Oh, it takes power to do that. Alright. We'll do 3. Oh yeah, that's bread. Or dough or something. And wood. And a living rabbit. I knew I was going to forget that dang rabbit. Alright. Pretty gosh darn, whoops. Pretty gosh darn good, except I forgot to look for lock crates, but it was a hunting day, so we'll go looking for lock crates tomorrow. Alright, you guys, thank you all so very much for coming along. I do hope that you have a lovely evening. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.